It's like the universe don't even know what it's doing sometimes. Right now, it's in retrograde. We have 4 moons coming in, which represents the 4 parts of the cross, or the 4 elements of the zodiac, which is water, earth, air, and fire. And for those who are still religious, let me just, before I go further, let me break down the Bible, because when you look at the Bible, you can't look at it from a literal standpoint. When you're looking at books such as the Bible, you have to check out chronology, archaeology, carbon dating, radio dating. This is how you get all of your truths. Because if you come out and say, you know what, this food look good, so I'm going to eat it, and you don't know what the ingredients of it is, you may be allergic to that which you are eating. You get what I'm saying? So when somebody gives you a book and you follow it because 85% of the world is following it, then you eating shit that is not even in tune with who you are. Religion is not spirituality. You got to remember that the first slave ship into Africa was named what? Jesus. Yeah. Go look it up. Don't believe shit I'm saying. Look it up. You get what I'm saying? So when you're looking at the Bible, you're looking at a book of chronology. Astrology. You get what I'm saying? So when you're talking about 12 disciples, you are talking about 12 zodiacs. And the 12 zodiacs encompass a sun, not the S-O-N of God, but the S-U-N, which is on a cardinal point, which is a cross with 4 points, with the 4 elements. Even in the Bible, the disciples said, where do we go from here, Master? He said, keep going until you find a man bearing a pitcher of water. And in the zodiac, that's Aquarius. Go look it up. The man bearing a pitcher of water is the Aquarius. So it's speaking in symbols. And I can tell you, that wasn't the beginning of Genesis. That wasn't the beginning of humanity. Go search the chronology of it. It said Adam and Eve are a little over 6,000 years old. But you find the bones of black women, just black women, 3.2 million years old. And they just now found more bones of black women in Mexico, older than that. So that means you got civilizations here older than Kemetic or Africa, and we keep wanting to give the energy to Africa, which is 10% of the globe. And when you go to court, when you go to church, you have to pay 10% of your tithes, right? So now you're thinking with 10% of your brain. They got you. You're not thinking for yourself. Why do you need something to follow? Nature don't need anything to follow. John Henry Clark said it best. If there's nobody looking back at you when you look in the mirror, you ain't get nobody to follow. Not in those words, but you get what I'm saying. So when we talking about meditation, again, it's something that you don't want to put too much energy in it because some people do it because, well, I need money. You're going right back to religion. You might as well go ahead and pray, because when you pray, you're looking for something outside of yourself versus something spiritual. You are soul searching. And then your soul knows what you need before you ask for it. It's even in the Bible. It's giving you your spirituality in a physical form, but you ain't even seeing it. There's nothing wrong with the Bible as long as you know how to look at it with your third eye, not with your 2 physical eyes, because your 2 physical eyes will lead you into a jurisdiction where you are following something into a realm that has an agenda under an imperialism to get you to help them to exist. And this is what Europeans are doing. They need you to help them to exist. Even though now you have Europeans that are taking melatonin pills and they not even living. They falling out. They not waking up. Why are we not hearing this on the television? Because that'll make them appear to be inferior, which they are. Not appear to be, but they are inferior. Genetically, they are inferior. So if you are inferior genetically, then spiritually you are genetically inferior. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what the whole concept of meditation is on a higher level, unconsciously.
So, what about music?
You are music. You just can't hear yourself. You're just another tune. You get what I'm saying? And your tune is the vibration of your emotions. So if you are happy and you have peace, then you are playing a beautiful tune.
Amen. So is it scary that if you're not happy but you still play a positive tune?
Say that again.
If you're not happy and you still play a positive tune, I believe it. You fake it till you make it.
Well, what you're doing is you're masking your soul, because your soul knows. That's the greatest judge. You can go around all day and front all you want, but at the end of the day, your soul knows what's up, which is you, which is connected to other things.
But if your soul wants to be better and there's no one around you to make you better,
no one's supposed to make you better.
Jesus, I would say it.
Well, when we look at Jesus again, right now, if you used to fall out on the floor, it wouldn't be Jesus helping you; it'd be me, or those around you, your sisters and brothers that's in this room. To be realistically speaking, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like my question is, where was Jesus when the little white clone walked up into South Carolina church and shot down all those black women while they was praying? What type of power is embedded in a religious system where a man can come into church where Christ said he loved his people and he protected his people and he died for his people? You get what I'm saying? But and allow them to get shot down like that? What type of Christ would allow over 400 years of slavery where you see black women being tied to trees, one leg tied to one horse and one leg tied to another, beaten, and the horse ripped the baby out of the womb? What type of God is that? What type of Christ is that? You have to ask questions. People say, well, don't question God, but don't the Bible also say, ask and you shall receive? It's a big contradiction.
You shall find also.
That's right. So therefore, when you asking something, then you are questioning. That's another form of questioning. You get what I'm saying? So right now, I think it's about you. I think we've seen enough evidence to know that there's nothing outside of us that's coming back. If Jesus was to come out of the goddamn clouds right now, the government would probably try to shoot his ass down. If he existed. I don't even think they even believe in that shit. They don't even believe in this shit. They gonna put a hologram up in the sky, and you gonna follow something. And then what they gonna do is you gonna call the police. Black people now. Something flying in the sky. Somebody knocking on my door like a thief in the night. Didn't your Bible say he's coming like a thief in the night? So what the fuck you calling the cops on it for? It's very contradictory. It's time to wake up now. Because before Christ even existed, 2,000 years ago, we didn't have any religions then. Our religion was spirituality. And this is what we have to connect ourselves to now. You get what I'm saying? So, next question.
My daughter's father doesn't believe in white Jesus, so therefore he feels like it sets him apart with religion. But I don't believe in any of that.
Right.
And I basically, I bought some crystals for her to wear, for my son to wear, to protect him. But I was wondering if there's any type of rituals that I can do around him so that when she is with him, because he prays with her and it irks my soul when I hear him talking that to her. So I got a moldavite crystal, and I got her amethyst and my son onyx. But I was just wondering what type of extra protection can I do?
All right, take a brown paper bag and protect the soul of my daughter. Take 4 pennies and fold it up and put it in her luggage where he can't get to it. Make some type of secret pack in her luggage, and wherever she go, this is where this protection is going. It's going to follow her everywhere she go. We create that. We create our own protection. We don't need guns again. We can blow this whole goddamn motherfucker up right now if we want to, because what? The atom bomb ain't nothing but melanin, and now they talking about creating antimatter. So we don't even look at that. What is antimatter? Antimatter is anti-melanin. So they create shit that goes totally against your DNA. And we don't even look at it and say, okay, why are they creating this? When 1 electron in your body is equal to 3 atom bombs. Did y'all know that? 1 electron in your body equals up to 3 atom bombs. But we don't know how to set it off. Because it's like opening up something and not reading the instructions. And now you're trying to set it up by yourself. But the instructions is the information or the shift that we are receiving right now in this age or this eon. So if we don't feel the information coming in, and we try to do it ourselves, then we won't have no defense. It's not about a physical thing. We can scream black power all we want. They're going to still shoot you down. You can say you're a mole, I got paperwork, they'll still shoot you down with your fez on your head. They'll shoot me down with this shit on my head. I'm just worrying it because, again, frequency caters to the spirit. When you go into the church and you see all of these statues and shit, and what your Bible said, do not worship, idol worship, but you still got it in your church. You get what I'm saying? That right there caters to, is a subliminal message that's tearing you down emotionally. The pastor, when you go to school, I've been to the school of theology. When you go to school, they learn how to play on your emotions. They study 90% of the common things that's going on in our community. Okay, black people need jobs. Black people want to hit the lottery. So what we do is we take that and we'll mix it in a pot together, go to church and say, if you come up here today and put $20 in the offering plate, you're going to get a job. He talking to 90% of the church because what? Black people, 90% of black people sitting in the church 9 times out of 10 ain't got a damn job. So he got you. They know how to play on your emotions. So now 3 or 4 people in the church get a job, and then they come ones to give a testimony. But what happens to those other 20 people in the church that didn't get a job? Because we know that you was playing on their ignorance. Because we know that 90% of the church was unemployed. Check the statistics. But yeah, put the 4 pennies inside of the brown paper bag, protect the soul of my daughter, and put it inside of a secret. baggage forward. Next question.
I had a dream a long time ago, and on your page, I had before, I haven't told nobody about it, but I asked for confirmation. This was years ago. I seen energy of the sun, and with the energy of the sun, it was real, real big. Everybody took off running, and they said run. I tried to run, but I couldn't run. It slowed me down. It said I was okay.
Right.
And whoever on your page, he said something for us eating right. And when I heard that, it made me think. I told my 2 boys about it. What do that mean? Because it's something that's about to happen here real soon. And the ancestors brought it to my attention and said everything was okay. And it's not going to be okay because a lot of people hear that the things that they're eating, they aren't supposed to be eating.
Let me tell you this, because these conscious niggas get me too. This is what I'm saying. If you eating physical food, right, that's alkaline, right, it's just keeping your physical body up. But are you the physical? You get what I'm saying? If you got no good niggas and family members around you who up to no good, who consist of ingredients, which is their energy, which is genetically modified, just like the processed food, then your brain is a mental wound. You still digesting people around you that got bad ingredients. So you can eat alkaline food all day, but have no good niggas around you. You get what I'm saying? You still digesting the worst part or the type of food that can be, which is the spiritual food that's going into your mental wound. So I'd rather a motherfucker eat some pork and have some peace than to have some dumb niggas around him and eating alkaline. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny, but we got to call it how it is because the church and other religious systems have patting us on our ass for the last 400 years. You get what I'm saying? Over 400 years. And we ain't got nowhere. Look at the evidence. I don't even have to prove anything. Look at our condition. Our little kids are being shot down. You get what I'm saying? Organs missing out of their body because they taking the organs out of our body, snatching the melanin to help them stay alive. Again, they can look at your blood. Your blood has an alkaloid in it from the melanin. White people don't have alkaloid in their blood. So they can tell you how long you got left to live. That's why when you got cancer, they can say you only got a month to live. They make a Hippocratic oath because when they take your blood into the back, they can put it in a machine and say this person got about 7 years left. But they also got a kidney that we can use that this person from this private corporation needs, which he willing to pay $5 million for. So let's press the button. What we'll do is we'll inject them with some medicine, give them some medicine, push a button on their ass. Now next week they sitting there telling them they had a heart failure. This is what you're dealing with. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't even about physical food. They can put metals in my body, give me a vaccine right now. But as long as my brain can fight that physical substance, because the spiritual always going to overpower the physical, because the physical will die out. The spiritual never dies. I ain't talking about no spooky shit. When I say spiritual, I'm talking about energy. It don't die. That's what you are. Never be afraid of death. The reason why we losing now is because we're afraid of death. They had to teach you death so that way they can set up a system on military to say, if you revolt, we're going to kill your ass. And instead of us saying, so cool, that's part of nature, the laws of attraction is, if you kill us, we kill you back. Instead of us looking at it like that, even it says in the Bible, for the Christians in the room, it says eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. And then in one part it says, turn the other cheek. So, goddamn, what the hell are we talking about? I mean, what are we doing? You get what I'm saying? So which one is it? Which one makes sense to you? What resonates with you? Because if you go into a pack of wolves or a pack of lions and you start abusing the cubs, the lion ain't gonna fucking run away. He's gonna attack your ass. That's just the laws of attraction. You put your hand on the stove, it's gonna burn your ass. Why are we so afraid? It's time for us to stand up now and put our spiritual defense to task. Because we're not losing there. Even if we don't, we're not losing there. Even religious people are winning, but they are newborn souls. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna have to die out with the rest. But the difference between them and white people gonna get stuck in the fourth dimension. Those newborn souls of those so-called melanated black people are going to come back here until they get it right. You are living a game. When you playing a video game, right, and you get hit, you don't go to the next level. You come back to that same level, right? You living in the matrix. And even though you living in the matrix, you still got to beat them at their own fucking game. Don't say I'm living in the matrix and I ain't a part of it. Because if you're living in the matrix, you get in the mindset that you ain't a part of it, you're going to lose. Because you ain't got no type of agenda